Waiting for it to play. Yo. This is a special episode. It's your boy KNT Radio. And if you don't know, follow me on IG, KNTRADIO, Entertainment Business Podcast, where the people that successful teach you the game on how to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the modeling game, you know what I'm saying? The hip hop game. We got one of the OGs, Boujella Badazz, asking and you the best Drake video and other stuff like that. She does modeling, print, runway, you name it. I got my homie Boujella Badazz in the building. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Boujella Badazz.
Where you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey in the building?
I'm from New Jersey.
What was it like Jersey? I'm in Jersey.
Jersey popping. I love it there.
All I know is double tickets.
Oh, man.
That's what, I got $200 ticket and had to pay $400.
Yeah.
That's what they doing out there?
Definitely.
So what part of Jersey?
East Orange.
I don't know nobody from there. What's that like?
It's dope. Pretty dope.
What's young Boujella in Jersey like? Well, explain her. What was she like growing up? What was she like?
I was different.
As in
I
what?
was always different. I always like modeling, doing hair and stuff. I always did everybody, all the girls here in the neighborhood. Always modeled, did all the talent shows and stuff like that.
What shows did you do when you was growing up? What shows? You say you do shows?
Fashion shows.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of fashion shows going on.
Shout some people. You gotta shout the designers out. You gotta give some people a shout out. You know what I mean? 717, we're in the building. You already know. What is that names of designer? You gotta shout them out. That they doing anything right now.
Damn. You know what? I don't even designers that really do anything.
But who run event promoters that was they're working with? Shout out to the promoters. You already know what the game is in the building.
Definitely.
Shout out to the promoters doing anything. DJs, security. We need y'all. Shout out to photographers. You know what I'm saying? But photographers, stop being creepy. Like, y'all gotta stop it. It's y'all. Y'all gotta stop being creepy. Bro, a lot of the photographers in the game, bro, they be in it for the women, bro. It comes with it. Like, it comes with it. Look, I take a free picture of you. Y'all gotta stop being creepy and be professional, bro. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gonna get farther, bro.
Yeah.
Be honest. Out of 10 photographers that you deal with, how many of them gonna try to talk to you?
I would say everyone but one of them.
So that we at 90%, y'all.
Everyone but one. Like with all the pictures and stuff I've taken within this even past year, I would say out of all the photographers, only one never tried to do anything.
Facts. Shout out to him being professional.
Mike Sutherland.
Shout out to the real OG.
Yes, he's one of the photographers that never really try anything, and I feel really comfortable with taking pictures with him because it's about the comfortability when you are taking pictures. A lot of photographers they make you uncomfortable.
I respect that because I've been in the behind the scenes working with a lot of these dudes be booking females with intention. But a lot of dudes be booking females with intentions to eventually sleep with them. When that's not the case, the only thing you gonna end up doing is booking a female, but you're gonna get a good video at the end of the day. But speaking of videos, got the hip hop dancer herself. Well, how did you end up working with Drake though? What?
Girls from Jersey, they actually deal with them. And they had called me up like, yo, you want to do a video? And I'm like, what kind of video was it for? When I got there, it was Drake. And then we did a video with Drake. I can't even go to post pictures. I was Drake, Trey Songz. I showed with all of them that day. Nicki Minaj was there, like Maxine. I had a lot of fun. I had a party with Chris Brown. We had chill, drink, New York. I've been around a lot of the celebrities.
So what was it like? What is he like? That's the GOAT right now. He the biggest artist in the world right now.
This is how I met Chris Brown. I was driving in New York City, and I just hit this guy on the side of me like, yo, hey, where you going? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I turn around, it's Chris Brown. I'm like, yo, we going to guest house. And I didn't believe he was going to show up there. He like, that's where you're going? I'm like, that's where I'm going. Got to guest house. Chris Brown and his whole team took me and my girls out the line like they with us.
Yeah.
We partied that whole night. I partied with Ryan Leslie, Jada Kids, so many people.
Fire.
Oh man, like I've lived my life, and no matter where I went, these people always came to me. They're like, "Oh, she dope," and there are some really dope people. I would say the dopest thing happened to me was I was 18 years old. I went to a Neo concert. I just like so many women.
Right.
Like,
That's the man right there. He gliding and sliding.
They like, Neo want you to come on stage with him. And I'm like, huh? They want you to come on stage. That was the first encounter I came to like with a celebrity. And it was dope.
Facts.
It was real dope. I had a lot of dope experiences. I work with a lot of people. I do a lot. Do a lot.
So was it a difference like this by freestyling and actually doing your actual dancing and a music video?
I like to really freestyle. I like to freestyle because when I hear music, like
okay, before we even get to the dancing, because I'm a model agent, you know what I'm saying? It's the stripper. Oh, it used to be the stripper guy from the West Side, but I ain't him no more. I'm a little bit more of a family man now. You know what I'm saying? More mature man. You know what I'm saying? Take care of my right. Facts. Willing to sacrifice and die for mine. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You feel me? So I'm more on that end now, but on the other end, with the models and stuff like that, and me being a model agent, right?
Right.
How should you come prepared mentally and physically, not only for a regular video, because it's the game right here, KNTRADIO Entertainment Business Podcast, right? So we not just teaching the who messing with who dealing with who. We speaking on how they became who.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you became successful, the steps, what agencies are you dealing with, what models, what model agencies and stuff like that. How did they do that? So as a woman, how would you present yourself? What is your mindset going into the biggest video of, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a regular video, that's Drake's video. So how would you present yourself? Because there's a big difference of hood rapper video and Drake's video. You know what I'm saying?
I'll present myself. Well, basically me.
Your mindset. What's your mindset going in?
Yeah. Walking in to feel like I'm her. Like that's it. Like I'm here. I always walk in, and that's how I feel with everything I do. Like I walk in like I'm really her, and you will stand out. Your energy will always be different from the others when you walk in there feeling already taken over.
Facts.
And that's usually what I do. Usually.
So what's the verse? You hair, feet. What's that day like going into it? What's that day like? What time you get up that day? Go great and ready for the video. What time you get up that day?
Get up early. I'm like 8 in the morning. As soon as the nail salon open, that's be the first thing. I have to have my nails done.
Facts.
And I get my nails and eyebrows done, and I might go buy something to wear if I don't already have it, because I shop a lot.
You matching the nails with the outfit, ain't you?
No, crazy part. I hate to match.
You don't like to match?
I don't like to match.
Girl, I'm gonna be honest. I never like men. We see it. But I don't even think we even like be thinking about stuff like that. We be thinking about like the grandstand and looking at the future and like what is good, this go this way, this by that, but what we gotta do. But we gotta start taking a little bit of time to realize in the little efforts that they do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You take some effort, you be wearing suits and stuff, you be real dapper.
Facts. Yo, speaking of the suit though, you got it was blessing the dude to wear a suit Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to Movie Speaks. They did a magazine on me, the March 2021 issue, us working, doing our thing as a model agent, and then they wanted to highlight the fact that we did something for Father's Day and a Father's Day picnic. Like, so there ain't nothing to do for Father's Day. Keep it a buck.
Nothing.
Like what's up? Like y'all getting parades? Like that's what it is now. They're getting Mother's Day parades. They getting flowers at the church. They getting gifts from all their kids. Father's Day. We got the same buns we got last week.
Oh my God.
We getting the same buns we getting last week at a fancy hotel.
Like I feel like they should do more for fathers. I feel like
Word.
They don't do enough. I feel like fathers are not acknowledged enough. They really not. You got dads, and I feel like the reason why is because I really feel like men made it that way. I feel like just leaving.
I think it was both. And I'm gonna tell you, like, the reason I say that is because if we dogs, right, and we dog you out, it's your choice to become us. And that's what happened. Y'all made a bad decision. Just because, like, if I look at women, like for example, right, there's 6 billion bras out here, 6 billion people in the world, right? You can't blame all 6 billion for 30 dudes.
You can't do that.
And that's where it becomes like that's what happens. You run into 30 bad dudes. So when Mr. Man coming in 31, you think stability is boring. You know what I'm saying? And you see a lot of that type of situation because you've been dealing with what you know. So when you know what I'm saying, dudes go out, blah blah, but then you meet some dude that like you can literally tell where he gonna be at based off of what day it is. Because this person got practice, this person needs to be taken care of, this person needs to handle this person got to work on this day. You can kind of like it's a different ball game because like women, y'all need emotional variety. Y'all want. Here's the way I want to explain it. Y'all want Superman and to turn him into Clark Kent. Y'all want Superman with a little bit of Clark Kent, but y'all don't want just Clark Kent. If that makes sense. And that's point, y'all want to turn Superman into the Clark Kent. He gotta have a little cut, but y'all don't want the straight.
You know, the weird part is,
you know what I'm saying?
That may be some women, but that's not me.
What are you looking for?
Happiness. I just want to be happy. Like my man could work at McDonald's and I wouldn't care as long as you make me happy. I'm not looking for you to pay all the bills. I'm gonna help you halfway. As long as you make me happy. I'm just really looking for happiness because that's hard to find. Like how many people are in relationships and honestly can sit there and like, oh, I'm really happy. Not everybody can say that.
Yeah, that's like 15% of the relationships right now. You ask like, and a lot of dudes that say, yeah, we happy right now. You ask the female the same thing on the slide. It's a whole nother situation. Right.
And I just want to be happy in any relationship I'm in. I can't even really say I met bad guys. I have never really met a bad man. I can't say that because everybody's been through different situations in their life, and I don't judge people, and that's probably why. Like I can't say because I don't judge people, so I can't say I really met a bad man. And I don't judge men based off of my situations. I just don't.
Yeah, I understand that though, because listen, just because 9 dudes or 9 females are bad, don't mean the 10th ain't the one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and once you give up, you're never gonna find him. You know what I'm saying? You accept it, your fate as lonely, and like we're meant. Like even though people good by themselves, we're better as a unit. Especially men. Men always been in gang crews and armies like since ever. That's what we do. You're always going to see men involving themselves and coming together. You know what I'm saying? So and also by yourself is corny. Like eventually, like for example, I'm a successful person. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So if I don't like when you get to a certain level, all you want to do is grind and provide for certain people. You wanna work your butt off to make sure your kid is in a way better position than where you came from. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to that, like I said before, that mindset, I'm more mature now. Like I'm willing to sacrifice and become selfless. At 20s, I was, you know how it is. I was him in 20s, like a 16 stripper guy, you know. But and another thing too that I wanted to speak on to you, like, and I can kind of understand what it's like on the other end. You know what I'm saying? Like the business. Like, okay, so the model, what would you say to a chick because just jumping in the game and she seen this interview like, yo, I've been wanting to do this, blah blah blah. What would your advice be to her?
For one, I would say that, basically make sure that's what you really want to do, like modeling is something that you really want to do, because if it's something that you really want to do, you're going to go head first. You're going to go all off. And that's what I would really tell her. Just make sure it's really what you want to do and never sell yourself short. Never just accept anything.
Right.
Just, yeah, that's what I would really say.
I agree with that 100% because I consider people like don't sell your soul. Like,
You know how many times
and
me being a woman, I remember I went to this Lil Wayne concert, and Lil Wayne security walked up to me and they like, well, you're pretty or whatever, but you already know what you want. And it's just like, there's a million pretty women in here. I'm still not gonna sell myself short because I was the one that he chose that particular day. No,
right,
I never do it. And I tell people, I don't run, of course, men with money, men with this, guys with this, and I just would never sell myself short because I always felt like as a woman I could build my empire, I can be rich. I can pay the bill. I can take the tab. I don't really want a man that's gonna just take care of me. I don't want that.
So you want a teammate?
A teammate.
Facts. That's what all niggas want. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like that's you just separated yourself from everything because a lot of boss females, because they're the boss in the job and stuff like that, they have a lot of masculine a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
Like we gonna keep it this day. Y'all ladies, like y'all men, like, okay. If I talk like, for example, right? If I talk like this and swung my hands and all that, would you rock with me? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like if I swung my hand, like would you be attracted like as a woman that dates, like, you know, men, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So as a woman who dates guys, acting like a guy is Xing you out and putting you in sex category. He's not gonna care about your mind, but he'll still clap your cheeks if you're pretty enough.
Right.
And depending on the guy, he might still clap the cheeks even though you're not pretty because it's available.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But separate yourself and walk with difference. Like even on your Instagram, this is a game right here, like for all y'all models out here, right? As a male, right? When you're looking for a mate and a partner, we're looking for, do we want to do business with her or do we want to just sleep with her? Based just off of how you present yourself, like in business. So when you go through somebody's page and stuff like that, like you know what I mean, and they have no business, like no nothing, like this the straight thirst traps. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she's this cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like there might be something more,
Right.
but like for just speaking on myself, growing around people who Muslim and stuff like that, they don't even show their hair to other guys. So growing up around stuff like that, we know beauty is preserved for the certain. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I grew up. I grew up in a Muslim house.
Right. My brother's Muslim,
I had
so
to
I
learn
kind of
the
learned different.
Fatiha and all of that stuff.
Right.
When my mom taught us. But at a young age, I realized that I didn't want to be Muslim because
Yeah.
those,
I'm not spiritual. I believe in God. I don't believe in people. I believe because at the end of the day, math proves God. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Like at the end of the day, no matter how much money you got, no matter how up you are, the earth is going to spin. It's been spinning for 100 million years. You see what I'm saying? With no help.
Right.
You ever see the earth clock out? That's why the 5% is called a woman to earth. Because they don't get the clock out. They're always doing it. They're the earth. And we are the atmosphere who like you know what I mean, leads it, like we're like the creators of the earth, but y'all know what to do with the earth. That's why y'all consider it the earth, because even with $1, y'all can make meals, kid visits, AAU practice, this, and like, damn, we would have never thought to do that. We didn't spend 200 on Jordans. Y'all didn't put him in basketball game for 10 weeks. Like y'all different. Like, and that's especially our women, because we can make all shades. That's why a lot of like religion stuff produced. Like if anybody would be God, it would be y'all, because you can make a white person and a dark person. You know what I mean? That's the creator of all shades. You know what I'm saying? And that would kind of make But anyway, we're not up on the race. Everybody's human anyway. So racism is for ignorance. Yeah. That's why I consider myself a melanated human. I just got a little bit more melanin than you. Yep. We're all human. All the landmass was one called Pangea, so we all just different color Pangeans arguing who's the best Pangean. You know what I'm saying? So with the elevation, right? As a model, you should come in with the mindset that every one of these dudes is a network. The internet ain't nothing but a network. This artist, he might not be Joe. He might be looking goofy, whatever, but he might be the A&R. He might be the cousin of this person. And you be in the room with this person. Like you just go through, like, it's even figure out, even if you don't deal with the person, social media, don't give your phone number out, because after 3 days, that's a dead number, 8 out of 10 times. But on a follower situation, you got 10 new followers if 8 of them are bad, and then the other 2 you can probably give your number down the line anyway if he's 30. But after that, you got 10 new followers rather than 10 new numbers that ain't even being used in your phone. And everybody got numbers like that in their phone. So you like keep elevating, and you be like, why is your follower? They always tell me, why my follower giving up? That's the game right there, because I don't give my phone number out. You have to earn that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You have to, like, most men might see me and basically how I dress, they already judge it. I have somebody.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's how guys are. That's a fact.
Out here just talking to everybody, or you're in my inbox and I'm responding. Never. It's never me. Never.
Cause it's not about it's that razzle dazzle. I be telling people about that, yo, and and you always see it with the socialists mostly. And if anybody know what a socialist is, somebody who judge you based off of what you have. Like if you look this way, you're this guy. They buttering up to you. If you dress, you look kind of broke. You ain't him. You know what I'm saying?
And I
You stay
realized
look at
the
that.
ones that's walking around like that be the
Right, but they
ones.
ain't them.
Yeah.
Right. So when they get like this, the best part when you get with a socialist, like as a high frequency being, right?
Right.
You show them things. Oh, yeah, you get that off. But when you put them in a position to show them things, like even being a podcaster, like bringing like LeVar Ball, Kid Austin. I called the champ after his fight on pay per view and said you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? He came on the podcast. Shout out to Kid Austin, second round knockout, international champion, 14-0. Bless the podcast. Shout out to shout out to my guy. Look out for him. Number 8, you know what I'm saying? He 14-0, but keep looking out for him. Golden Boy Production, Oscar De La Hoya, man. Shout out to Kid Austin when it went on pay per view. He fought on the tank card. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to elevation and grinding, right, you have to have that mindset that you got to know what you're here for as a model. That's why I always tell my ladies.
You have to know your purpose.
Right. Exactly. Because people come in there.
So when you know your purpose, you kind of walk in.
Exactly. If you come in there to network and promote, you gotta just straight like that. Exactly. If you there on leisure, you can go flirt with the niggas. You can flirting actually get you more business. So if you can know how to flirt productively, that's one thing that women have that we don't. We can't. Well, some dudes can, like them dudes that look like, I ain't gonna lie. There's some handsome brothers out there that have ladies looking. I ain't one of them dudes. I press with intelligence and who I am, man. If you Google me, everything I said to pop up. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And anything you ever seen me say, Google it. And then you'll see a video for you to be mad at already. If looking me up is going to prove to you that I'm not who I am, you're gonna be double mad. Because I'm exactly who I said I am. Like we have for real. But come to the place as a model with the idea, like, okay, I'm here to do business. So I need 10 followers. 20 followers. I need 20 followers. I need another booking.
And when you go into these, if you walk in there looking like the model, you walk in and you look like, and people won't come to you. You don't have to say anything.
Okay, another thing. How do you feel about boyfriends on events? How do you feel about ladies bringing boyfriends to events? What do you think?
It depends on the man.
We explain that.
Okay. Some men.
If you're booked, let's just put a scenario. You're booked, and he's there supporting you.
I have done it.
Okay.
It was cool because he see me in that light of being a star. He see me in that light of a model. So whatever I wanted, he wanted the same thing. So he would go to shows with me. He'd be there. He was always there. Always there. Opposed to someone else, they were more so jealous, It's different.
You heard that, fellas. The things that will not get your girl not booked again is y'all killing the fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
She's there to support the fantasy. You know what I'm saying? You're there to make the good. You're there to look beautiful, be on stage, and be with the rapper. You're there to be accessory to the artist. You're not there to like men. The men thinking like even though you're never going to deal with them, the possibility is what keeps them there. Right. But once they see the dude with the shorty with a boyfriend, she knows she X'd out. You see what I'm saying? Like mentally. So you don't want them really clicked up. So, but you can still, you want to present and then you play the back as a supporter. Don't be insecure. Try to be hugged up on her because you see her on the stage with a millionaire. Yeah. That's how I be. That I'm gonna be honest. A lot of dudes can't like deal with a dude around their girl that's greater than them. Right. Because they don't have that security. Because they don't have that understanding, they don't have that standing, and standing means that y'all both understand, like, and y'all had that time, and y'all have it. Now y'all can kind of exactly.
If you dealing with somebody that feel like they just as much as you, like a man that's on his shit, a man that's doing what he needs to do, a man that some men might walk, he's gonna step. So y'all both stepping together. It's very different when you're dealing with somebody that's just like you. It's kind of hard when you're dealing with a man that's just walking, he's cool with that. But when you deal with a man that really he walks in them to them interviews with you. You decide to
Facts.
take him differently. He
Yep.
does. He does.
Bro, you gotta be that dude. I'm the oil man. I'm the cameraman. I'm the hype man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support your people. But same way we want appreciation, our ladies want to have that freedom to be able to be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all gotta know that there's a thin line in that situation. Don't take the mile, because you don't want to ever get into a position where your man loses respect for you based off of how you acted. He's like, okay, he's like, for example, he'd be like, yo, you can wear what you want, and then you go to wear outfit see through, but it was pretty much see through, and you pretty much nude under it. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's just a wild example. But it's like you know what I'm saying? Like, he told you to wear what you want. He didn't just tell you to wear a spacesuit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, you don't want to ever lose that bonding, because once a dude puts you back, he takes you out of that zone. He looks at you differently. That's why I tell ladies and models, and be elegant, be that woman that want to get booked. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, while you at the event, a lot of people not even thinking about getting another event. That's what you should be focused on. Looking for the next play. You already doing this job. You already got the money for it. You got getting paid. It's already locked in with you. You said, okay, there's 20 artists here. At least 2 of these dudes need to put me in a video.
Yes.
At least, okay, you know what I'm saying? I need that. Even if I don't get in a video, I got 20 new followers. Everywhere I go, I need to I got my clothing line. Oh, speaking of, shout out to clothing line real quick.
Yes. This one called Badazz.
Badazz.
It's coming from
What inspired that?
Me.
Mm.
And whenever I would go outside or whenever I get dressed, I get a lot of attention no matter what it was I wore. And girls will be like, well, who you get your outfit from?
Where'd you get your name Boujella from? I never heard. That's a unique name.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. My friend actually gave me that name. Met him when I was 18, and I was at a concert. And he just walked up to me. He was just talking, and like we exchanged numbers. And every time he speak to me, he was like, "I'm gonna call you Boujella. You bougie and bad. Rest in peace to him. He died last year from COVID." And he got me like my first celebrity gig. Doing Faith Evans hair. And then every time he would have things in New York, whatever, he'd be like, "I'm gonna call you Boujella," and Boujella has to show up. And I kept that name ever since then.
So what? Add the badass. What was your mentality with that? Yeah, you crazy?
No, the badass.
Yeah.
I met this guy.
The pretty ones, bro, they be shot, fam. The badass, he shot. It's like, you see the look, fam. Like, don't, you gotta be loyal.
No, seriously, I got the name badass from a guy again. Actually, my daughter's dad. Like, when I first met him, he's from Harrisburg. And I met him, and he like, "You badass," but it wasn't like bad. He like, "You go into places and you cause havoc, not purposely, but damn, like you a badass for real. Like you come and shut shit down." And I'm like, "I don't mean to do it," and that's what he had me swearing it as his phone, like badass, 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 and it just like I like the name, and I just rocked out with it. Like I really like the name.
I like that name. It's unique and it pops to suit you.
Yeah.
Because there's always 2 sides of the coin, man. You just gotta hope you flip. You just gotta put the energy in that you want to bring out. Like if you're doing the wrong things, expect anger and jealousy, insecurities. But when you walking on a positivity and all shit like that, it's different. Yeah,
when I go out, and with people, like I get a lot of comments about the way I dress, and when I go out, I'm going out to have fun. My mom said I'm not gonna say not a mom at the moment, but I'm out having fun. So that's what badass is. I'm out, I have fun. I have fun. And at that moment, I get a chance to live life in that moment and not thinking about when the next meal is going to come from. Oh, I'm running around soccer practice, cheerleading practice. Then at night, I am badass. And in the daytime, people call me Boujella.
Fuck, that sounds like you're a good mom, bro. I appreciate you. We need a shout out to the good moms out there, man. Mother's Day coming up.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to do for Mother's Day, but my happiness really comes from me just really being with my kids. Like if I know I don't have nobody else, I know for sure I have my kids, and I have 5 children. And I never see. I don't know thinking how my mom raised me. I never really looked to it like I know they have dads, and their dads have always been supportive, but I feel like as a mom, no matter what, they always gonna have me. So I have to get it by any means necessary. I can never tell my kids no. So what I mean is different type of parents in this world. Like parents that have sacrificed for their children. And then
Facts.
you have parents that don't even know what it is to sacrifice for their kids.
But there you got. But there's two different types. Like, and I speak on the father end
Right?
because, like, and it's I've been peeping this. I don't know if it's just me. The better the dude, the better the father, the worse the baby mom, and the worse the father, the better the baby mom. Like, yo, deadbeat dads are winning. They be on yachts. No, it sounds.
Right.
No, I swear to God, like they don't got no
Right.
cares in the world. Like when you be seeing these, yo, but when you see the actual dudes that want to be involved, they're being pulled away. Like, and it goes back to what you were saying, like dudes that can't even be available that want to be. You know what I'm saying? Just off of whatever X situation.
I feel like women are. I can't even explain it. Like they're so angry. Like why are you so angry?
That goes
At
both
this
ways, though.
man,
We just
and
show it differently.
you show it differently.
We don't really show it.
Sometimes women are not letting these fathers be fathers, and that's why they're getting the results that they're getting. You're not letting this man be a dad. You can't control his life. He's gonna move how he want to move as a dad and take care of his children how he want to. You can't tell him what to do, and I think that's where the problem sometimes come in at because we want to be controlling. We want to control the situation, even when we're not in a situation. Even if it's another woman in a situation, we still want to be able to control that man in the situation.
So it's a power play.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I feel like because he's a good dude, he probably high frequency, and that's the only card you got.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you fuck another dude, who give a fuck? If he's a high frequency being, he probably get shorties because like women track the greatness, men track the greatness. Like that's just how it go. So if he's a high frequency being, he's trying to attracting women. So the only thing that I really get under his skin is the thing he love most, and that's the beauty I love about women. Like that's even with my son's mother. Even if we would get along or we don't, right? I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's good, but even if we would get along, even if we wouldn't, right? She still gave me the best thing in my life. Mm-hmm. She gave me something I'd die for, yo. Shit crazy, right?
And that's why I feel like men and women, period, we as human beings, we should treat each other better. Like, I really feel like it should be no bad blood between a mother and, parents. It shouldn't be. Like, I really feel that way. Like, I have no bad energy with none of my kids' dads. I don't, because I really feel like it's no need, because we're trying to raise these children. They don't need to see the dysfunctional shit.
That's real.
Kids don't need to see the dysfunctional. It kind of confuses them.
It does. Because you confused. Mm-hmm. When it's usually dysfunction, it's usually confusion on your end, and they're just showing the confusion. People don't really realize how much the kids be watching. Like,
I didn't realize that until now. Like, I was a mom. I had my first kid at 22. Like, now in my 30s, I'm realizing like certain things you shouldn't even present in front of your kids. Certain things your kids shouldn't even see. They shouldn't even hear you talk about, because it affects them as kids. You don't know what plays on the back of their mouth. So sometimes even you have to sit down and talk to your kids. I do it all the time. And the thing my kids have taught me is just like, oh wow, something has to change, because you never know what they're thinking if you don't sit down and talk to them.
Damn, you just spoke some real shit right there.
And then, like, my kid might want something. And at that moment, I probably won't have it. And I'm like, I'm not buying it. I don't have it. And then, the kids are like, well, my daddy got it. And you're like, well, your daddy do something different. Right. I get out here and have to do different work every day. So you're going to have to wait. And it's like, sometimes we put our kids, meaning a dad might spoil his kid, depending on what type of lifestyle he has, and give him everything. And they got the crown because they're giving the kids everything, down the PlayStation 5s.
That goes off a crazy thing. Like, there's this thing, right? This test. The everyday mom or the pop-up mom that every time she pops up, it's Disney World. Right. Which one do you respect more? You see what I'm saying? And then the kid, you always picks that person that's gonna pop up every couple months and probably take them Disney World somewhere, come crazy like that. But it's crazy because they don't. Because remember, success is boring because it's redundant. Success is doing the same thing correctly every time. So if you're doing it every time, it's not no fun or no pizzazz to it. And that's why when you see the dudes that's really, yo, ladies, get you a boring dude. Get them that dude that you think. That dude that you think he really a savage for real. He really a savage for real because the calm dudes be the ones that realize what they are and they know what they do. They not just knock you out. They going back. They going to the county. It's over.
I would take me a quiet dude driving around the damn Camry any day before I take a guy around them because they different. I promise you, they way different. I respect the guy in the Camry more than a guy that's riding around in the Benz.
Cause the dude with the Camry put 30. Yo, he put 30 in the tank. Where you want to go? You trying to go to New York? We go to New York, bro. Like that. Right. Facts.
Like I said, I meet both sides. I might meet a guy driving for Ferrari, and I might meet this guy driving.
I got a question though. What made you? I always want to ask a girl, right? This question is actually dope, right? So, what made you go from wanting the Benz dude like at some point, or to realizing that the Camry guy? Okay. What age was this? Because like there's women like.
What age was this? Or now?
Just now at 30
years old. Because growing up, me growing up, I always was the fly girl. Like my cousins came and got me. For wherever the guys they wanted the baller. They came and got me. Like, you gonna pull these type of men. I'm just like, why would you want to do that? They still came and got me. I still went. And then as I got older, my neighbor might be driving a Camry or something. And I might take the time out to actually get to know that person. I'm like, wow, he's real dope. Then the dude that I'm probably going to drive around the car with, all you going to talk about is money, women, and that's it. Strip clubs. It's not nothing that I really feel like there's nothing positive comes from them.
Bro, and that's how it be though. That goes back to what I was saying earlier, that razzle dazzle. Like, yo, when you blow these dudes' minds, cause they be thinking, oh my God, I thought I was better than him. I got more money than him, but he just keeps doing things that I know I can't do,
it's
bro.
Like a man might want, truth be told, we don't speak about it. A man might want a beautiful girl, like
every man want a beautiful girl, but
truth be told, sometimes
it ain't happening. I didn't realize that, bro. I didn't realize until I was like 23 that every dude don't get a pretty girl. They don't.
Me, the type of woman I am, I know that I am beautiful.
Facts.
I'm not gonna say I want to say I give everybody a chance, but I give you a chance because you don't know sometimes what you're getting. Sometimes you may be going to look for the wrong thing and it's not there. It's not there. So I don't judge people. I'm not. You could probably walk up to me with your work clothes on, you look bummy and dirty, and I might give you the time of day before I give a guy that's pulling up on me in a nice car because I already know what he wants. I don't talk to him. I don't.
So now, what was you looking for in young Boujella as in a man compared to 30-year-old Boujella?
I don't look.
You attract now?
No, I don't look. I attract. Yeah, I would say that too, but I never really looked for men. Like I've been in a relationship my whole life. Like when I was 14, I was in a relationship from 14 to 18, from 18 to 28, and from 28 to like now. Like I never really had a chance to really be by myself. I don't even know what that is to be single and by myself because my relationships will always last for years, like years. So I want to know what it feels like just to date and maybe date and have fun because different people show you different things. It's always gonna be a different experience.
That's real.
So that's crazy. I don't know what it is to date different men.
So you kind of like how I am. I'm playing the field and looking at, and I'm just looking around. Like that's how I am. Like I'm not going. The only one I'm gonna sleep with is the one I'm gonna lock in with.
Right.
Like y'all. A lot of y'all ladies, pretty ladies, be scaring them. Y'all be scaring the niggas out here. Like they be a lot of niggas be scaring these females out here. Like so, you got wear protection, and even then, they got some of them. You still don't know, so you gotta be specific. You gotta be specific. And I believe in soul ties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm very picky on who I like connect with. So like I gotta fill you out. Like for me to share soul tie, that means I'm gonna get your energy,
Right.
right? So if your energy is bad, right, what is gonna happen to me? You see what I'm saying? Am I going like and I my brother always told me and I didn't really listen. Watch who you fall in love with, because they can either build you or just fucking destroy you.
Right.
And I didn't really like at that young age he was telling me, but and then I started after getting destroyed. Like we give it a buck here, everybody happened after getting destroyed a couple times, and because loyalty is my strongest and my weakest attribute.
Wow.
If that makes sense,
Me. So I
that's
understand.
me. So I know your weaknesses from the door.
Like, right. Like,
Right, right. So I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no bad. So what you was gonna say?
Okay, so I know everybody like with the person I'm around, I know your strengths and weaknesses, but I can just specifically use you for your strengths and also still love you regardless. You see what I'm saying? So I understand, right? But that kind of hurts me because at the end of the day, I'm being loyal to something that's never going to be what I think they can be because they don't want to be what I can see they can be. If that makes sense. And I'm around way long watching them destroy it. You know what I mean?
Right. I get it. I get it.
Where
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I kind of went through something like that, so definitely
yeah,
understand
exactly. So my women's selection process, like as I got older, completely different. Like it's more about peace and like communication and just
it. Right.
understanding. And a lot of females like they don't know how to coexist with a man though.
Mm,
There's a difference. Like the beat like they're mindful of their kid, mindful of their job, mindful of this, mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? But are they thinking, oh shit, did my man eat today? Is he good? Oh, oh, this dude, a dude hit me up today, blah blah blah. Oh, but I'm gonna turn him down. But I'm he might be X and X celebrity. You might be a podcaster. Get the interview
right.
for your man. Like, are you being mindful of your man and putting them in position? Because niggas, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you say you was my shorty, right? Model, but every time my model pop up, oh yeah, I got another one for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just being mindful of others. Like if like, even late, anybody can do it. It ain't nothing for somebody to just hit you up like, yo, I need a T-shirt from a local brand,
Right.
and then I'll be like, okay, you just got a clothing company, you got somebody, you got a shirt right now, but I already say no more. Send this cat. What's your cash app? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this is blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's nothing to show that support. So with me being a natural giver, my selection she has to be at least appreciative. Like she
Right.
had she have to understand and like of my presence, like because I'm gonna come with you the ultimate support. Like even if you got kids, like with me, if you're my lady, don't even post a video, don't even post an ad of your kids got a sport because you don't even gotta tell me. I'm just pulling up
Right.
because I just ultimate support. I'm family
And
team.
that's dope. I really feel like that's really dope. Like even now, it's even kind of hard for me to date because I tell people like I have 5 kids. I don't introduce them to my children. I don't bring them around. Meaning, our situation might be great for what it is. We might dip off, do whatever. But you're not stepping in the house with my kids. I'm not gonna bring them around you unless I really feel like I really like you. I have met a lot of men. I have had a lot of friends, but I swear only they count on one hand how many men ever met my kid. Maybe three.
Yeah,
And all those men I have kids by.
facts. I don't. Two women met my son.
Yeah, I don't.
Two, his mom and another chick I dealt with for 9 years.
Yeah, it's just like even now, I live every like I'm still living, I'm still learning, and even with relationships, like even with being with people, you have to know like accept them with their
All
flaws.
right. So I got a question. How long do you think like it take for you to introduce you to some of my kids? Like to your kids, like the men, from you dealing with a specific man. How long do you would say, or how would you know that he's ready for that type of situation? Because that's really what it is.
When
If
they're
you a
really
mother with
ready for
kids,
that attention,
exactly.
like oh, okay, so I don't even know how to respond to that. Like just recently, I met someone, and it was just like, oh, I met like that same day 2 guys. They both approached me, but they both were good dudes. And he was like, well, I want to meet your kid. I'm like, what? I want to meet my kid. And he's like, yeah, I want to get to know your kids. I want us to go out with your children. And I'm like, wow, that's dope because when a man just out just for that one thing, they never asked to meet your kids. So if you ask to meet my
But
kids, I'm
yo,
gonna let you
nah,
meet my
it's
kids.
different for a dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
be honest. I'm gonna be honest. It's completely different. I'm basing it off of the standing that me and you have. If, like, say for example, me and you a month in, we might have, even if we smashed, right? We then went on a couple dates, 4 or 5 dates, whatever, and then you ask for that. I'm like, whoa, like that'll kind of push me away, like, cause I'm like, whoa, like that lets me know, like I'm when women introduce mad dudes to their kids,
yeah, like,
that's a red flag for me. Like
Yeah.
when women wearing the Gucci and making their shit look crazy and her kids don't be presentable, red flag. You know what I'm saying? If you took your time to make sure you was the top 10 bad, you better make sure you're for real. You should make their day lit when you bummy. If anybody gonna be lit, they lit first.
Like that, and I swear, like Monday through Friday, that's me. I'm gonna go outside, have a big oversized coat on, probably my hair tied in a ponytail. But when you see every one of my kids, like those the Instagram kids, no, they don't. I make sure they came out this way because these are my kids. I can't send them out looking any type of way.
Facts.
Like they have to match my fly. And I always used to tell my sons that like if you buy yourself a pair of sneakers and if you have sons and if you buying all of this stuff, every time you walk into the store and pick yourself up something, you should pick your kid up too.
Mm-hmm.
They're matching your fly. There should be no way you wearing all this Gucci and your kids look raggedy.
Yeah.
Your daughter's hair is not done. Your kids walking around looking just crazy. I don't agree with that. Why meaning? Because my mom had me at 14. By the time she was 30, by the time she was 25, she had 5 kids. Never walked outside ever dirty. She made sure that my mom made sure that. So me seeing her the way she was, I never, it just never happened.
That's fire.
My mom was, yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I be thinking the same thing. We be thinking like, you see it, see. Also, yo, ladies, y'all gotta leave. If you a shorty, right? I'm just giving out the game. This is the game. We giving the game. This man versus woman, Thirsty Thursday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, right, if you a female, right, and if you like to be in and out of relationships, don't post every nigga.
Oh,
You automatically Xing yourself out because bros be like, yo, bros is on your page counting like, yo, like we already got the average 2 months. Like how long this one going average,
like I
bro?
swear,
You didn't go ahead.
I swear I've been in like 3 serious relationships. Out of those 3 serious relationships, I only post that one person. Like I just felt the need. Like you don't need to post everybody you deal with. Shouldn't everybody sometimes shouldn't even know who you deal with. Because sometimes it causes havoc in a relationship, depending on who that person is.
Okay, so entertainers, right? What is that like? Men entertainers, because a lot of dudes don't. A lot of women can't. Like, what is like? They don't understand. We understand because you a model. I'm a model agent. So, like, a lot of women can't deal with an entertainer, photographer. He takes pictures of naked girls every day.
See, I never dealt with that. I never dealt
You
with
would X him out? You wouldn't deal with a photographer?
I would. Because I'd be content. Like,
but he have to make sure you're secure though.
I'm already secure. Like I feel like if you're taking pictures and something happens to happen and you came into interaction with one of these women, that's something you wanted to do. That has nothing to do with me. Yeah, I'd be mad, but it's like that's what you wanted to do. Like I'm different. Like even like in relationships when people cheat, I understand that men cheat. Men are visual creatures. They're gonna cheat. Women cheat. You ain't gonna find out about it, but we cheat.
That's facts.
You will never know about it. We'll be cheating with somebody.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. Every time I got cheated on, I knew.
Oh, you did?
Cause you gotta remember.
So what type of boyfriend are you to search the phone?
No, I don't search no phones. If I gotta search your phone, you already out of the phone. Okay. If I feel like I gotta take your phone, I'm gonna just get you out of the phone. Right. I'm not that person to check your nurses. It's just I'm a conscious being. I'm always looking for ways to help you. Right. So any little movement that just goes off of your being, I can kind of sense the difference. I can already sense it. I might not know exactly what you're doing. I'm up to something. Like just like the casual times, the times you call me, that what you need, like you're mindful. I'm always like if I'm dealing with a lady, I'm always mindful of trying to be involved and making sure she's good. So if she does cheat, at the end of the day, that walk of shame is a real thing. You might have tore it down last night. You might have got your back blown out last night. But when you wake up in the morning, That world walk of shame is a
No,
real
I
thing.
mean, you
And you
know
gotta
what?
go in there and now you an actor because you're not loyal no more. Now you walking in the house as an unloyal man for some random buns. You lost your loyalty for some random
That's
man.
how I feel.
Yo,
You should, that that right there. Once I feel like a man, so that's a problem for me. To lay down with somebody and the person that you're laying down with is disloyal with you. How could you trust them?
yeah,
I
I feel
can't.
you.
I can't. You'll cut somebody off in the streets for being disloyal to you. So why when you cut the person off that's laying next to you? They're supposed to be the loyalest person to you, but yet they sneaking and doing whatever it is they want to do. I will cut a person off like you, like a snake. You bit me. I would never trust you because you already showed me you can be disloyal. When you first meet somebody, what attracts you to that person? Before anything, you like them, and once you like them, it's just certain things about them. You're like, I'm not gonna do this. You start being loyal to that person. At some point, when you start being disloyal, that's when I have to cut you off because you're capable of doing anything to me.
Facts. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. You capable of doing anything. Like, and when you show certain actions, that you just gotta start believing them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is like you just
Like, I mean, like I always expect the unexpected when it comes to anybody, but the element of surprise is something different.
yeah.
Hmm.
And that's why you can't let everybody know your moves for real. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like somebody can't wait to block them.
Hmm.
Yo, like I always tell people, like the devil is beautiful, and everybody don't understand that. Like, cause how can they tempt you with not something that's unattractive?
Hmm.
What you think? If it was an ugly person, how would he tempt you? If it's a broke dude, bum ass nigga, how would he tempt
Right.
you? If
Right.
it's a hot girl summer
Right.
with multi-millionaires, how would they tempt you? You know, we're broke dudes, the bum. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, all the things that like the devil ruins, like destroying yourself is fun, and also it's easy to get a group of people to destroy themselves.
Mhm.
But let alone when you want to build yourself, how many people can do you have? Probably three or four. But if I want to go destroy myself and drink and do all
You
this
got
done,
people
you
who got
got
you.
to hit the dude up that's at every bar. Cause there's a dude that wants to be the freshest dude at the local bar. He is cool with it. Long as he's hitting the baddest joint there, he don't
Right.
need. He will never elevate. He gonna be the freshest dude
At the
every
bar.
week at the local joint, Pandora's, Double D's. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, you know he out of town.
Yeah.
You know, York dudes say they out of town and go to Harrisburg.
You go right to
Yeah, I
Harrisburg.
go there, go there. I'm out of town. I'm going to Harrisburg. So, but when you got dudes like us, how do you deal with dudes with vision? That's what women. That's another question I always want to ask too. A dude that might not have it, but he has the vision to have it later. How do you be patient with that man? He might
All you
not.
can,
You see what I'm saying?
I get it. All you can do is just really be patient and just rock out with that person. That's all you can do. Really, like
He making the moves.
you making the
Facts.
moves. Like he going. I would. I can't even explain it.
Yeah. And a
Because,
lot of y'all ladies, he not done yet.
like I would take somebody that's coming to me, like, hey, let me buy you a Louis bag. I don't want that bag. But a guy that's coming to me with a business opportunity, we're gonna talk business because we're gonna continue to make money. That bag is materialistic. I want to, make money for my future. I want to see how can we make money together. And if you
So
don't
you don't
got
want to
it,
do the fly on your jet unless he showing you how to get your own jet.
yeah,
Yeah, I respect that.
yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. Then we know we
And
the
I
jet
met
team.
I met my friend that way. I met him and he like, yo, you dope, and I'm like, yeah. He like, what you like doing? I told him exactly what it was I like doing. He went and got an LLC and did everything for me. And I'm like,
There's
hell.
real support
He was
systems
very
out there.
supportive. And then if I start slacking on some shit, sometimes I start slacking because I get caught up with just being a mom. And my mind is just being a mom. I mean, forget about my hair business, my lash business. I forget about all of that when I'm stuck in mom mode. But when you got somebody that see you're greater than just being just a mom, like, yo, you dope. Go out there and get it. It'll kind of frustrate them in a relationship because it's like, I see you as so much more, and they'll push you. I love men like that. That's willing to work with you and push you, make you strive harder. I love men like that.
That's what it's about. You got to be patient with your lady too,
Patient with your partner.
because I just think compatibility is a sometime thing. Because with y'all growing at different rates. Okay, let's just say you growing at 10 speed, I'm growing at 2 speed. We might be the same. You know what I'm saying? I get the 10, you get the 10 at the same time, and now you're at 20. You know what I'm saying? It's compatible, but then we end up, I might grow up 10, and now we both at 30. And then when you go up to 70 and I'm at 50, you see what I'm saying? But the compatibility, it's about the choice. Like, this my person. I don't, right. I don't give a fuck if it's Beyonce. Why would I'm not breaking my loyalty for nothing. I'm an honorable person. That's how you got. Stop making these ladies that important. They're not. Like, to be honest, don't be depressed if you hit it, take a shot, and they turn you down. Go back to your successful life, brothers. Go back to your successful life, and she goes back to a person you don't know. Don't doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting your lady be important. Like, value yourself. Like, same way she wants you to value her. You got to value yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you bring to the table, what you deserve. At the end of the day, I'm not like saying the word deserve because nobody like deserves anything. You know what I mean? But what you bring to the table, your energy. If you a person that really get up every day and bust their ass, because a father is not somebody who does what they feel. He's with the person that complete opposite. He's the person that gets up every day, not because he want to work. I never wanted to go to work. I wanted to jet. I never exactly. They're the person that gets up every day and does what he has to do. Whether you get appreciation is a bonus as a man. Because at the end of the day, your job is to make sure your family is in the best position as possible in death, do, or health. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that some men lose that part, like how you saying it, that as a father you understand that that's what it is. What about the men that only look out for themselves and they don't see the family, they don't see the girlfriend, they just see themselves, and that's the only person they look out for?
Exactly. They did. They were stuck in relationships because it goes back to me telling the lady to be mindful. You have to be mindful of your lady because she's doing mad shit, bro. I was telling her like backstage, like, oh, I got my other special guest, NBC's Marquise Magwood is in the building. But we were speaking on some real Joe. But I want to add my brother, introduce himself. I want to add him on here. I got the beautiful Boujella as my special
kitchen practical tips.
You know what I mean?
One, many people boil eggs in water. The yolk of the egg.
You're not ready yet. So we got my boy Marquise Magwood be on 5 minutes. But like I was saying though, right? The way you carry yourself and the way like you being loyal as a father, like, and for the ones you speaking on, if you not wearing, you have to be mindful of your partner, bro. Like, how can we coexist if I don't care if you ate, you slept, you're good. Like, oh, you get a little dark spots. Like, I got to come home, but your shit, skincare routine. Oh, bro, you walking a little bit on your right. You got Epsom salt in here. You know what I'm saying? Put your muscles, little shit like that. Like that, you got to do the same thing.
Yep, and if you're not gonna be mindful of your partner, you really shouldn't even be in a relationship.
But you're not even mindful for your kids.
Right.
You're not even thinking about if your kids ate today. So let alone a woman. And also, if you can't you're barely taking care of yourself, you're not ready for a relationship. If you can't take care of one, let alone shorty and add X children, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So if you can't take care of yourself and you're only like, you have to focus on, like I always tell people, relationships are for people that's already healed. If you're in need to heal, work on yourself. Exactly. And then she works on herself, whatever. Because my job is not to heal you. It's to, you know what I'm saying, be your backbone and be your supporter. Because I'm not saying I can't help and grow you, but at the end of the day, there's some things that I can't fix. There's some things that conversation that you have with yourself, and that's why I tell a lot of ladies to meditate, because it allows the natural thoughts to come to your head when you first get up in the morning. Right.
Real with yourself.
Exactly.
And as a man, you have to sit down and ask yourself, like, being in a relationship, what am I honestly bringing to the table? What can I honestly bring to the table? Now, sometimes as women, sometimes we don't have nothing to bring to the table. Sometimes men don't have nothing to bring to the table. So what I mean by, before you get in any relationship, make sure everything is together. Make sure you're healed because you're no good to nobody if you're not healed. If you're not where you need to be financially, how can you get in a relationship if you know you're struggling and then now you try to go be in this relationship? You're already struggling. The burdens that you have, if that person is doing okay and great in life, you're always gonna ask them. You're always gonna put your problems on that person. But if y'all both doing great and y'all both making money, the situation turns out much better. And I realized that from being in, certain situations.
Facts. But my other special guest is in the building. You know it's Double Dose Thursday. There's always somebody hiding in the joint. My man is in the building too. My city. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's good? What's going on?
How you feeling? What you think about the conversation with bro? Speaking of facts, what you thinking?
Hey, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She kind of speaking some over there. I'm sitting back. I'm over here just taking notes. I'm like, all right, cool, all right. That's something I can, put forward into my later doings.
Facts. So what would you like? But before we even get there, tell them what you do. Tell them where you from. You know how it goes. KNTRADIO, Entertainment Business Podcast. Make sure y'all follow him, Boujella Badazz. Make sure you follow him To My City. This is the dope actor, man. If y'all watch Chicago Med on NBC, this is the man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my Medis in the chat. That's what they call it now, Medis.
Medis,
There's like people watch
the Medis.
That's my mom. My mom watched that show. She's all hyped that you on here. She like, that's my show. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god. Now she trying to call me over to watch you. She doesn't do any. She been trying to get me over to watch the show. That now that you on here, now he's on. You know your boy on here now. Yeah. She do anything. Shout out to Big Mom. Like, anyway, where you from? Tell them what you do.
Okay, cool. Well, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? I'm Marquise Magwood. I'm your actor. You can follow me at To My City. I'm always around on your television. And if I'm not on your television, I'm around in your streets. I'm not in the streets, but I'm around in your streets helping out. And if not helping out, at least in my community, doing something at least good. But going forward, I mean, right now, I got like a lot of things going on. Life is beautiful. It's very blessing. I actually got a project coming out. Actually working with. We in post production right now. Pre-production. My rephrase.
What's that doing called?
What it's called? See, I can't tell you what it's
called.
Can't
even tell me that. You can't drop the exclusive yet.
Get ripped up.
Are you up? Oh yeah, you got them NDAs.
NDAs, my brother.
Oh yeah. Nah. Don't break. Anybody active, do not break the NDA.
I can tell you this. I can tell you about my character. So my character in this film, he's just be a businessman. He's getting money, and he's I think we like in Jamaica or something. But we get money, and how can I put this so I don't give the story away? He has a lot going on. Let's just say that. Without other than drugs, it's more than his secondary hand thing he got going on.
That's fire. That's just fire. Like that, yo. That's why I be like, I be kind of hard talking to the actors, man, because they be all NDA'd up. You be like, yo, what is this about? Like, nah, fam. They can answer 1 out of 7 questions. Like, nah, that was.
To be honest with you, talk with us, get to know us, get to know what we got going on, because other than acting, you feel me, we got other things going on,
Facts. You already know. Tell them what you already know. You a hustler. But tell them everything you got going on. They don't know, fam. They don't know you the real bona fide hustler out here.
For sure. I actually got a project right now I'm working on for myself, an independent project I'm going to produce to a lot of film festivals. And I actually got some backworks on something, so it might just be a little spicy. So I don't want to talk too much about it because then it kind of ruin it. And, people don't like that. But what I can say, I'm casting for it right now. And, it will be up on my gram, so be up on the lookout for that. I'm looking for 2 female characters and 3 male characters. 2 of them main, the rest are going to be supporting characters, and they're going to, help me bring my stories to life.
I'm always available.
I got
you available. So you got a male and a female right here, fam.
All right,
and I'm an everyday bull.
Hey, look, check me out.
Throw it
in my DM. I got you. Throw it in my DM. I got you.
Oh, okay. So where you from originally?
So originally I'm from Miami. You know, I know you did ask me that before. I'm sorry, I got a
I
little
don't-
sidetracked.
no, you good, you good.
But yeah, originally from Miami. You know, I went to college in Chicago. I stayed out in LA. You know, I've been a little bit everywhere. I actually stayed up in Atlanta for a little bit too when I was younger. Yeah, not the best place for me, I could say, but you know, it works out.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
All right.
And you tell them some roles that you've been in, so they know who we dealing with out here. Cause you a big
Okay.
stepper. You gotta let them know what it is. You a big stepper in the building.
I'm doing something, man. I'm grinding.
Yeah, that's how you know they a stepper.
Grinding.
Nah, fam, I ain't really doing nothing. If you would have started riding yourself, you know they not a stepper. Like that's how they know. Man. Like, I ain't really
Well,
doing
you
too much.
got to be
Yeah.
humble about it.
Facts.
So
But I
like,
was saying, tell them some roles and stuff that you was a part of, and that you was acting. And I want to
okay.
get into because you know the first interview we did, like technical difficulties didn't save that. Don't have you know like that
Man,
was
a lot
bad.
going on. A
You
lot.
but I was like interview 20 that
Yeah.
you were in. I'm at 100 now.
Yeah, you a honcho?
Yeah, I
But
touched 100 now. Like that's what I was
let me
saying.
check my catalog. I think 120, 123, 124.
You know, yeah. You know the podcast is we be technical. You know, we know
Facts,
exactly
man.
what interview, what happened. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that you was able to re-bless the stage and come back, and now you're even on a greater level. Because
Look,
last
brother.
time you were playing Ryan on Chicago Med or NBC, right? Last time
Yes,
I talked
sir.
to you.
About around that time, I was Brian, playing on Chicago Med as a few while back ago. From there, my progression kind of like came up. Right now, within the past year, I actually had a role on a project I did. I was actually playing this dude, Chris. He was a lawyer. I'm not no lawyer, but I'm a good defensive man. So if y'all need a lawyer,
You got
hey,
hey,
look,
you doing private practice now.
look, you
Yeah.
feel me? That
Call
gave me some
Marquise
hope.
Bagwood, private practice, attorney at law.
Yeah, for sure.
8677 Cat. What the hell?
You see what I'm saying? Hey,
Yo,
you
bro,
see
these
that?
fucking they did get people. Y'all gotta leave these kids alone, man. Y'all
What?
are really out there. All these Amber Alerts.
What? Another one?
Yo, that joint be blowing. Take over your whole phone.
That's crazy. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot of things going on out there in the
Hope
world
everything is
nowadays.
good. Hopefully the kid and the family straight. But
Facts.
back to what you were saying, right? You said you was in Chicago Med, but before we move to your progression, what was your steps from going to like probably did roles before that to actually book in with a major network? Because a lot of people think that don't understand the work and the grind behind to even link with somebody like NBC or a show that's on mainstream media.
Well, I mean, consistency. Being persistent, and a lot of determination, because you're going to get a lot of no's, you're going to get turned down a lot, and a lot of steps you do take, it ain't going to seem like you're going anywhere. But you know, with them three: consistency, determination, persistency, you get that knock on your door. And if it's not a knock on your door, you will knock on someone else's door. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And they'll let you in just because the fact of you got somewhere to knock on that door. You know what I'm saying? So
Word. That's a fact. I like the way you said that. I want to lead my coach. This is Boujella. She's a model. Like I said, you need a female. She got you. Anything you want to ask the actor?
What made you want to get into acting?
I mean, I don't know. It just was something that kind of like came to me, you know. Not necessarily. I just rose my hand and said I want to get into it. So I look at TV, and every time I look at TV, it's like, you know, you like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah.
Right.
How did they do that? How did they do that? And
Mhm.
you know, through a lot of classes that I've taken over that progression of time, you know, in high school and middle school and then in college, you know, just doing it just to do it, you know.
Right.
Not really knowing what I was really doing, and that kind of like really kind of evolved from there. Because I was an athlete once upon a time. Now I was a prime athlete. You know, I was that
Oh my
guy.
God! Like
Yeah.
it's always a story. Man. Everybody was a prime athlete.
Look now.
Come on, man. Name the stats, fam. I done heard this prime athlete story. All right,
So
let
look,
me hear something, fam. Like everybody was the man on the field, averaged 7 touchdowns.
See, I ain't gonna
was
say.
you
Look,
doing,
I ain't
fam?
gonna say. I ain't saying like I'm gonna say here superstar that like that. I'm a prime athlete. I get things done. You feel me? So I
Yeah.
played running back and I was kick return. You know what I'm saying? So I could
Okay.
say, right. I got put like a season by like 10 up. You feel me? I like 10 up.
That's
But
30 though. 10 touchdowns. You was doing something. No, you was doing
right.
something. That's 30.
But
That's tough. So
overall,
you
it's
play
just
high school,
high
college?
school, college.
What'd you play for in college?
College. I went to actually a D3. It was North Park in Chicago.
You had a scholarship?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you was better than
So
me.
like, all right, with D3, I'm about to say like, look, with D3, they don't like give you full scholarships. See, my thing
Bro?
is that they don't. No, hell no, because I went to St. Thomas, bro. Like the school I went to, I started and everything, but what really fucked up everything, I got into a car accident. My car accident, you know what I'm saying, kind of like really threw me
Glad
off
you're
the
here with
window.
us, bro.
Man, what?
Glad you're blessed,
I
bro.
wish I could bless, appreciate it. But I wish I can go into, you know what I'm saying, just bring it back my whole childhood memory. But that's in the past because I took steps forward, you feel me? You know, I am who I am today, as in, you know, getting into acting and actually, you know what I'm saying, being prosperous into it and going forward. So like, I mean, it's just something I just really got into. I had a heart for it since a kid, you know, and I just wanted to know where to start at. And I'm asking people, oh man, you can do this, do that, man. I don't know, you can do this, do that, do this, go to class, do this and do that. And you know, you get left and right. So I really just put myself a part of it by doing my own research, going through that, being a background, being an extra, networking from there. And you know what I'm saying, the network just kind of like it just grew, you know. Yeah, it just grew. Yeah.
Yo, and I wanted to explain it because it's like the same way in podcasting. Did you ever think you would end up like an actor? Like when you're growing up, I never thought and that I would love podcasting this much, bro. I
Nah,
never thought I would be a podcaster, bro. Like when I was young, I wanted to be the Hugh Hefner of the community.
I could see that.
Like, yeah, I wanted to be that. No, I wasn't women though. But I was like, I wanted like, yo, I feel like I was telling her before, right? I realized that all dudes don't get baddies, bro. And I wanted to be the dude that can provide that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
But not on a crazy scale. You know what I'm saying? But if OnlyFans and stuff like that was around like 10 years ago, multi-millionaire, fam.
Hey,
Multi-millionaire, fam. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I was providing, bro. I was a talent scout for like 7, 8, 9 clubs.
That's what you do?
I used to do.
Oh, so you was
That's what I was doing for the model
you-
agency, Exotic Beauties, and we doing. Then we moved over to the music video girls, and then like from me working with so many people, I was like, yo, bro. And I kind of became from being in so many videos and being behind the scenes and watching the do's and don'ts. And I've probably been like behind the scenes. I've been in videos where I don't even know what they're saying because the video might be in French, but the girls are beautiful. You see what I'm saying? They on time and they professional. You know what I'm saying? I became like a household name for that type of stuff, and like my crowd was just different. Like the people I've been around, even when I threw with like, events, it was business people like mayors and stuff like that, all types of stuff because of how I handle myself. I don't want to be around losers.
Right.
I'm like if being like how we're having an intellectual conversation. Right. If you can't, we can't be in that situation where I can be completely honest with you and I don't have to dumb my light down to be around you. Right. We straight. We can do the most. Like, yeah, I mean, I like being a small man in the room.
Right.
I'm great.
If you can't stimulate my senses mentally, then therefore you can't stimulate nothing at all.
Exactly.
You know, it's like a barrier you gotta go through. Not really the highs and buys, but the highs and the hellos. You know,
right?
Because a lot of people don't like to take the steps that it takes to get what they want. They just want to go ahead and jump over the hurdle and say, "Hey, yo, I'm there." You know, and just with anything, careers, acting, life, relationships, all that, like you just can't just jump over the hurdle. I mean, you got to be patient, but you also got to have faith in what you're doing. You also got to have faith in what you're doing. Not that fake faith. Not that, oh yeah, I got faith. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, real rap. Like, yo, bro, like, yo, like, nah, like, he talking about faith in the process and understanding that it's a long ride. That's half of the battle. Because once you understand that it's a long ride, you're not looking for instant gratification.
Right.
And that's what social media do. It but put you in a microwave or let you think everything is so close when it's really not. It
Man,
sucks, you know what I'm saying? It's really not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is not right now. Like some things take work. Like I never seen an NBA player that wasn't playing 18 years of basketball dominating. Going to you never see the college football player without going 3 years of college because it's mandatory graduating. You know what I mean? 3 years. You see what I'm saying? And to get to the NFL and doing all that type of stuff and working, doing these politics camps. This is a 20-year grind. It takes 19, 20 years of hard work to get to the league, bro.
You're right.
You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? So like if you in these type of games and you want to get astronomical numbers, that's what everybody want. The astronomical numbers. You know what I'm saying? The stuff where you can just you don't even know how much is your account no more. Like you know what I mean? You don't even know no more. It's a lot. Like that's when you start using that word. That's when you made it. How much you got? It's a lot. I don't even. It's just. It's a like. Hold on.
You
Let
said
me.
I got what?
We,
What you?
what you? I don't even know. I gotta go check, but I know it's a lot in there. It's a lot.
What you need? What do you need?
Real rap. Like right. So if you want an astronomical number, you have to be you have to find your God given gift. You have to find that, and you have to be like if you're the best in anything or the top in anything, you're gonna get paid nice. I don't give a fuck if you the best dart thrower, best pool player thrower, like the best dude that put his socks on the fastest. There's a competition somewhere. You the best dude eating cherry pie. You know what I mean? It don't matter, bro. If you put that work in and try to be the best and really love what you're doing, there's nothing that can stop you because it's in God's plan. Like it's like Hercules. Remember the three people that share the eyeball that do the tapestry on Hercules? That's what it really is. They writing the story, bro. Like it's already written, and there's nothing man can do. Like I was just telling her earlier, the Earth spins regardless of who beefing with who. 100 million years straight, still spinning that 24 hours a day, and then going around in a year.
Right. Life is gonna continuously go on and on. You know what I'm saying? Whether you hit a day, tomorrow, it's really not gonna matter. And that's why it really matters on like what you do for the day. You know what I'm saying? What you do within this day. Like they say, carpe diem, seize the day. So, I mean, you got to make the most out of it, you know, especially within, you know, your given situations and circumstances, because a lot of people go through things in life and have things going on in life. So therefore, you know, you just got to push through it, you know, push through it. You achieve what you're looking for sure, for sure. Like with no questions asked. I put that on my mom's, guys. Real shit.
On phone now, man.
Hold down.
On everything but if you hear that in the club, it's time to go.
Oh yeah, facts.
On everything I love, that means he better put on everything in his family tree that he about to put pause on you.
It's bro.
You know, everybody, you hear everything. You know
All
what
the
I'm
words.
saying? Oh, everything I love. Oh, he's that serious. I'm out of here.
He's
that serious.
wild outside, right?
Yo, what's that Uber? That you call it Uber yet? Like,
Yeah.
real rap, bro. Like, that's
You know
just our energy.
Let's just walk down the street a little bit. We can call it from down the street. We'll be fine. Type shit.
And then you already know that's the entertainment business podcast, so we got to go into the acting business. Right. What's the market like for acting? Like, and also what agencies could like somebody just jumping off the porch and want some advice or thinking about getting acting? What would you want to say to them?
So I can kind of say right now to start off, to get into it, just go to classes. Same thing they tell me. I know is you have an option. You go to classes, or you become an extra. You become an extra. If you got a good mouthpiece and the works for you, hey, you might become something. That's a slim chance. But the most thing I can say is go to class, or network, be persistent on attending shows, go to film festivals, go to premieres. You never know who you run into. Just be active in the community. Of course, continuously network, and eventually, you'll achieve what you're looking for. Realistically, there are a lot of sites out there. There's Facebook out there that helps, especially with a lot of casting. It's a lot of casting sites, especially in Georgia, almost darn near the mecca, especially of extra castings when it comes to the community. What else? What else is a good place you can start? Oh, start doing your own projects. You know, like making your own reels. It don't matter if it's on a little iPhone, Android, whatever. You know, just start somewhere. You know, so at least you get a figure of how it is on camera. You can kind of situate blocking in there. You won't know what you're really doing until somebody teach it to you. But
Right.
what I'm saying, it's practice make perfect. So of course, just keep practicing, and like I said, network, putting your stuff out there, and you get that knock on the door. It's real simple. It's not as complicated as people make it seem, but the only complication comes in that is the consistency. Like you probably go a year, 2 years now hearing nothing.
That's heavy right there. You heard that here first. And what's the audition process like? Like if somebody would want to try to book a role and audition for a role, what would the steps be?
So auditions are mainly given through your agent. You can also look through like go on Google and a lot of other casting sites who give out auditions like Backstage. They give out auditions and give you the opportunity to give a audition for them. So that is good practice. That not just practice. I mean, it is great chances that you can book a role, especially off of Backstage. It's some good investment. So project casting, Backstage, good sites to really invest into for extras and stuff. Project castings that would be perfect. Then you got Actors Access, which is good for those who are also willing to take that step forward, go for auditionings, looking for representation, and saying stuff like that. So those are good sites to kind of like really get things going into like your submission processes and wanting to find out what's going on.
That's heavy. That's probably. So what's next coming? What's next coming for you?
Man, next I got this big project, the little one I was telling you about, little
Oh
Untitled.
yeah, I can't. We can't speak on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
yeah. No.
Yeah.
We can't speak on that yet.
But like I said, what I can say, I got that coming up. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be an amazing project. I read the script, front page to back page. The character I really dwell into. I really like the character. He embodies me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I look at it and I'm like, yo, this is me on paper. How did this nigga know? You know what I'm saying? Or like, how did this person writer know that they write me? So I'm actually looking forward to that, man. And then other than that, I got like a little short project, little shorts I'm putting out, and also creating reels. So for the actors who's out here trying to get together, and you trying to get some footages, hit me in my DMs, man. To my city, the number 2 my city. Hit me in my DMs. I help you out. And this is how I help you out. I help you get your real shot. And of course, there's a fee to it. Go through my film company, which is Trade Films Pictures, and they'll get the whole situation is really situated for you. And we'll work some out for you, so we can get some footages for you for your reels. But yeah, I got some shooting. I'm shooting now. I'm doing a reel package for a good friend of mine's. We got like 3 scenes we're shooting next week. And then from there, I got like a little short project I'm putting together. The one I told you I'm casting for the 2 females, 3 males. And then, that's just really it, man. Just trying to stay busy. Just trying to stay busy and keep going, because the minute I stop, that's when everything that's 5 months back,
Yeah, right. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep grinding. But I don't want to hold you on here too long. I don't want to hold you on here too long. But so anything you want to say, we'll start out with you, and then with you, anything you want to promote, should tell them your Instagram, tell them what it is, because I want all y'all to spam both of these people. Spam their pages, share everything they doing, support everything they do, because they good people. Everybody that come on KNT Radio is family. So anything you want to give shout out to the people and stuff like that before we get off here?
Just follow my Facebook and Instagram at Boujella Badazz. Look for my clothing line. It's gonna be called Badazz, and I have a few other things. You just check my Instagram and Facebook for it.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's my turn.
Your turn.
For real though, I really appreciate you for having me on. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Pleasure knowing you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, like I told you, you got a male and a female for the movie right here.
All right. Hey, look, we're gonna talk on something for real. We're gonna talk on something. Shout out. Oh yeah. Also shout out Crep Protect. Also love you. Thank you for all the gifts that you gave me. I don't have it with me right now. I like to keep my shoes clean. So if you look to keep your shoes clean, make sure you invest in Crep Protect. Crep Protect is the most amazing shoe cleaner that you'll possibly ever run into. You look at it once, and the next time you look at it, it's cleaner than the last time it was looked at. So make sure you get your Crep Protect. Straight up.
Shout out to Crep Tech.
Crep Protect. And then also shout out to KNTRADIO for having me, for Shizzle. And yeah, that's just really it, man. God bless, bro. Always. You know?
And I appreciate everybody come on here. The model, dancer, entrepreneur, Boujella, my man from NBC, actor, dope doing his thing in the building, Marquise Magwood, To My City on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy K Brown, the CEO. Follow that IG, KNTRADIO. And this is going to be dropping soon. So make sure y'all keep up with us and support both of our things. Like I said, Boujella Badazz, To My City, support what they doing. And look out for the movie with us in it. You know what I'm saying? We about to work with my man right now. We working. I'm one of those. I'm working. I'm ready to work right now. And we out. Love you, bro.
Yo.